Hey guys, today I am in my kitchen and I'm going to bring you along as I make a few appetizers for our Friendsmas. So if you guys are new, I have a really good friend here on YouTube. We actually met through YouTube, but now we are friends in real life. She actually moved to Texas, so we are close enough. Not like next door neighbors, but close enough to get together quite often. Her name is Kiera. I'll have her channel, which is 50 Shades of Mom, linked in the description box, so you guys can go check her out. But I am going to make a few appetizers for our little get together. Since I am hosting, I'm making like the warm, the hot items, and she's making all the yummy cold trays to bring over. And we did like vice versa on Thanksgiving for our Friendsgiving. She did all the hot stuff, I brought the cold stuff. So I found several new things that I wanted to try that I've had saved on Pinterest. So I will have whatever we end up doing today. I have quite a bit, but I know it's too much. So I'm gonna kind of pick what I can do, and those recipes that we can get to, I will have also linked in the description box so you guys can check them out. I might tweak them just a little bit to work better for our family, but I thought this might give you guys some yummy, scrumptious appetizers to add to your get-togethers, whether it be Christmas, New Year's, anytime at all. Let me go ahead and start getting some stuff prepped because I am slowly running out of time. All right, so first up, I'm going to be making some little Smokies, but this is a recipe that is way different than anything that I have done in the past. Normally, we've used like grape jelly and barbecue sauce, a little W sauce, that kind of thing, but this one sounds very good. Honey garlic. So I printed it out so I can have it in here with me, but I will have it linked down below. I need some little Smokies, and then optional, you can add sesame seeds or cilantro leaves to the top. I don't think I'm going to do that just because I think it might deter the children from trying it. So I'm not going to do any of that. But the sauce, it needs ketchup, brown sugar, garlic, honey, soy sauce, grated ginger, sriracha, and sesame oil. So I'm not going to put in as much sriracha as it says here. It says a tablespoon, and I'm actually using more. It says use 2 16-ounce packages. I have like a 48-ounce package. So it is going to be a little lighter on the sauce, but I think that'll also be great for the kids. And also, they are cooking it in a skillet, but I need to just be able to dump it and go and work on other things. So I am gonna use my crock pot. This type of recipe is super easy to just keep on low and let it heat for however long you want. So let's go ahead and get all of these yummy ingredients into my crock pot.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this.
All right, I am using a liner just to make cleanup a little easier. I've got it on low. I did just go ahead and set the timer for 4 hours, and then it can just stay on warm, but I will check this periodically and just make sure it is doing okay. Okay, next up, I've actually never made sausage balls, and I've had this saved as just a quick, easy appetizer for such a long time that I was like, you know what? Now's the time to do it. So all it calls for is Bisquick, breakfast sausage, cheese, and just a little bit of water. And you just mix these ingredients in a bowl, get it on a cookie sheet, and bake it at, what does it say? 375 for 15 to 18 minutes. I'm not going to bake it right now. I'm just going to get them prepped, keep it in the fridge, and then later on when I'm ready for them to bake, and that way everybody's eating them nice and hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep them up. I'll show you guys. I'm not gonna set the camera up. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it touching raw meat, and I don't have to worry about the camera. I am gonna have gloves on. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix these ingredients. I'll show them to you once I get them all in the bowl. And then again, once I get the little balls all on the cookie sheet. And then again, also after we bake them up. But let me go ahead and get these prepped. All right, I've got the baking mix or the Bisquick cheese sausage in there. I've got my gloves on. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. Then it says to add the water and mix it again. All right, I filled up one tray. This definitely makes a lot more than I thought. So hopefully everybody loves it, but I've got more here. So I pulled out another tray and I'm gonna go ahead and get these balls rolled out. Okay, 2 trays of sausage balls going in the fridge, waiting until later for me to bake them up. Next up, another thing that I am baking, but I'm gonna go ahead and prep right now, and that way I can just throw everything in the oven. Later on, I did not print out a recipe for this. I've made this one actually several times. I don't know if I've ever shared it with you guys before, but I'm sure you've seen something similar, if not the exact same thing. So I'm just making little slider rolls. So I've got my pan here. I did grease it. I've got some Hawaiian rolls. There's 16 in here. I am going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to stuff them with some Swiss cheese and some ham. And then I'm going to spread a little spicy brown mustard and mayo on each of them. And then for like a glaze that I pour over top, I'm using some butter that I will melt, some W sauce, onion powder, and poppy seeds. And then you just throw it in the oven and bake it for a little bit. So let me go ahead and get all of this prepped. And when it is time to bake it, it's just 350 for like 10 minutes. Super easy.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, oh.
All right, next up, this was another one that has you cook it in the oven, but I have quite a few things that I need to cook in the oven. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull out my air fryers also when it comes to cooking, just so we're not waiting on a lot of different things. I did not prepare properly when it comes to what appliances I needed to use all at one time. So I'm actually going to convert this and just use a crock pot. I pulled out a small crock pot, but based on the items here, I might need the big one. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling this one, but ooh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I'm gonna pull out the big one or not. But I just have another one of like the big size and then a tiny one. I wish they made one. Do they make like an in-between? I have no idea. But these are the only two that I have, are the two sizes. So here's the ingredients. I do have some cream cheese, sour cream, and some frozen spinach that I have had in the fridge overnight, and then I pulled it out on the counter earlier. So it is pretty thaw. Some minced garlic, fresh parsley, and then the only Parmesan cheese that I have are like the big thick pieces of the shredded Parmesan. So instead of using that, because their recipe calls for grated, I don't have that. I have this, mozzarella and Parmesan, so I'm going to use this. And then it does ask for mozzarella as well. So I'm just gonna utilize these two, this one first, and then however much more I need of this to complete the recipe. It also calls for salt and pepper, which I have right there. So let me go ahead, and I will have this original recipe linked down below. I have so many different, you can't really go wrong in spinach dip. I think I've actually shared a few of my favorites before, cold and hot. This one I've just had, like I said, I was just going through Pinterest and I had this one and I was like, you know what, we'll just follow it and see how it turns out. So that's what we're gonna do, even though I am, no matter what, I never really follow a recipe truly. So let's go ahead and get all of these items thrown into the crock pot. Okay, so I definitely was able to fit it in here, but only by pre-mixing it. I started putting the ingredients in here and it was like do, and I was like, oh snap. So I grabbed a bowl, threw everything in here, mixed it up real well, and then I do have it on high. Let me get the lid on now that you guys can see the yummy deliciousness there. I have it on high just to help melt it, and then I will put it on low, and then once I start cooking everything else, I'll just put it on keep warm so it doesn't burn. But all right, there's our hot spinach dip. All right, you guys, so we are about an hour out from party time, and I need to hand wash some dishes. The dishwasher is already full and going. It should be done shortly, but I don't want like a sink full of dishes when everybody comes over. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand wash these and dry them and get them away. I'll show you guys my little setup. I pulled all the food out that I need to heat up because I'm going to get the ovens preheating. I need to get the gifts out. So I'm not just sharing recipes with you guys today, or I mean, non-recipes too, things that I bought just to heat up, but I'm gonna show you guys like our whole setup. So let me turn you around and show you what I'm working with right now. And then fingers crossed, I'm not coming back like the next day, that I can also show you guys the whole setup. Once Kiera gets here, everything's out. It is gonna be loud, but that's just real life here with lots of kids excited to see each other and hanging out. So, all right, let me show you what I've got going on as of right now. So I have these, my crock pot items over here, and I'm hoping to put more because I'm not using my stovetop at all. So once everything is out of the oven, I'll have it on platters, and I'm gonna put as much as I can over here. And then we might use over here also. I was thinking like using this for Kiera's stuff, for the cold stuff, and then all the hot stuff over here, but we'll see. I picked these up, Hobby Lobby. Let me show you guys. Over here, it came in a huge set, and I already have the ones out that I still have to heat up. But I went ahead and labeled them. That way, if the kids want to see what they are, they don't all have to individually ask, like, what is this? What is this? What is this? We can say, read the sign, here's your sign. So I've got the honey garlic little Smokies labeled. I do have these just for fun. I have a spoon as well. Whoever wants to use the spoon, or they can use these picks and get like a few on each pick if they want. But these smell so good. It smells like Chinese food. That's what it smells like. Delicious. I know that we're all gonna love those. And then over here, the spinach dip, I've got that labeled. It's heating up fairly well. I am gonna have to leave it on high longer than I anticipated. And then we're using these little non-dippers to dip in the spinach dip. And then for this table over here, I found this tablecloth. I'm pretty sure I found it at Walmart, and I just put it over here, just something for the kids to do. I am gonna pull in some seats or chairs. We have some foldable like black metal chairs that we keep in the garage. So I'm gonna pull those out, and I bet the boys won't color. They're gonna be upstairs playing Nerf guns, video games, all that. But the girls might wanna color. So I just pulled out a big set of crayons. I went ahead and colored just to make sure that it was going to work. So I colored the candy cane, and then I just went over one of the little snowflakes with the blue, just to make sure that the crayons were gonna work. I know markers would probably work better, but this is pretty thin, and I don't want like markers to bleed through or anything like that. So crayons are the safer bet, and it's easier to get crayons off your wall than anything else. So just in case, you never know. All right, and then coming over here, here's this sink full of dishes that I'm going to try to hand wash. And then, like I said, that is going. And then I'm listening to I Heart Christmas. I've got the volume up very, very loud. It's paused right now, but as I was working. All right, so I've got the sausage balls out. I've got to cook those. I saw these at H-E-B. They just piqued my interest. These are super yummy. I paid like a handful, an arm and a leg for them, but it's one less thing I had to prep. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm paying for that convenience, and it works for me. So we've got some jalapeno poppers right there. And then I've had these in my freezer for a little while, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make these also. So these little mini crab cakes, I think I got these from Costco. And then the sandwiches, the little ham and cheese sliders are in there. So I pulled that out of the fridge. And then I think I'm going to, this morning I spent cleaning up, and the kids helped me. But I think I'm gonna set all the gifts out right here, and this will be a test for the puppies, how often I have to get after them. We'll see. But hopefully, I don't think they're gonna ruin anything. I mean, they're not like bad puppies. They're pretty good, but I'm gonna put all the gifts out over here. But yeah, that's what I've got going on for right now. Oh, I am gonna put up the dog bowls as well. I just finished feeding them. They get fed at 4, so I'm gonna put those up in the pantry. And then I pulled out the napkins that I bought. I actually got these like last year, maybe the year before, maybe even the year before. I've had them in my Christmas bin forever, but they say nice, and then on the other side they say naughty. I thought that was fun. And then I just picked these up from Sam's or Costco. I think Sam's, and I picked this up from H-E-B a while ago, and it hasn't been used yet. So I opened that up just to make cleanup easier for me, because you know, I don't like to do dishes. If you guys are new, hi, my name is Vanessa, and I really despise doing dishes. I don't know what it is. I would rather clean a bathroom. Yep, that's me. So, oh, and I did stock our little drink fridge right here. So we've got plenty of options. We've got some wines up here. We've got some sodas and Zevias right here. Over here, this is like Paige's right here. So she's got her waters and her little smoothies, so nobody will be taking from those. I got my sparkling water, and then I bought Daryl's favorite beer, Michelob Light. That way he has that. And then, oh, is that not going in all the way? I'm not quite sure what's going up with that. And then these are left over from Thanksgiving. So the Trulies, and I just put two more Michelob Lights in here just to make sure we had plenty cold. And down here is like where the kids can pick from. So I've got these, I've got some Gatorade Zeros, and then Kiera had purchased these, and her kids weren't huge fans, and my kids don't mind them. So she gifted them to us so my kids could drink them. So we've got these little Rethink juice splashes down here. And then we have water coming out of our fridge. We have like a filtered water system. So anybody who wants water can have water as well. I pulled this out. I had a top over that, and I just stuck these little extra ones in here. So if any of the kids want some, oh, sorry, that was like nails on a chalkboard. If any of the kids want a hot cocoa later on with their dessert, we've got plenty of things for that. All right, chairs around the table. Food is set up. So we've got the spinach dip with the non-dippers, and then we had some pita chips also, so pull those out. The mini sausage balls are good, but they need something. So I found the barbecue sauce, one of the barbecue sauces that we have in the pantry. Got that out, sriracha garlic barbecue sauce, that's a Trader Joe's one. And then we've got the crab cakes, and I was like, well, maybe somebody's gonna want a sauce with that. This is also from Trader Joe's, the Magnificent sauce. Here's the ham and cheese sliders. We've got the little Smokies, the honey garlic little Smokies. I'm gonna take the tops off and put them in the sink once Kiera actually gets here. Jalapeno Poppers. And then the cold trays are gonna go here. I have extra of these, so maybe we'll just be extra fancy and label hers also, we'll see. And then over here, I have some like super kid friendly stuff, just in case. We do have a few picky eaters between the two of us. So these are little mini burgers and hot dogs. And then we've got mini cheese pizzas here. And then I'm gonna leave the plates and napkins here. And we put up the silverware or the plasticware because everything that we have, I don't think, because we're choosing to do like an appetizer type night, we don't really need silverware at all. So we've got that. And then I've got all of our presents sitting over there for them. And then when they get here, they'll add theirs.
It's white outside.
All right, guys, we are at the end of the night. I don't know why I was just asking my husband if this looked as red as it does on screen in real life. And he's like, yeah, your cheek's kind of red. I didn't get hit or anything. I don't know why it's just this one. That one's normal. But anyway, it's the end of the night. It's actually not as late as I thought because we didn't play any games. We just sat and chit-chatted and had a good time doing that, opening presents. It's right before almost 11 o'clock, so we're definitely calling it a night, but it was a lot of fun. All the food was good. Those sausage balls were a little dry to me. I did see that somebody commented when I shared my grocery haul that they use the Red Lobster like Cheddar Bay biscuit mix for sausage balls. I'm gonna have to try that next time, but having the barbecue sauce on the side, it definitely helped. That was super yummy. So I figured I would go ahead. I'm not gonna share with you guys everybody else's gifts, but I figured I would share just a few. I already put some of them up, but a few of the items that I was gifted from Kiera's family. Number one, look at this. So Kiera and I love to watch. We actually have not watched several weeks. We are so behind on Grey's Anatomy and Station 19, just with the kitchen not being finished when we thought it was gonna be finished, and then the holidays right after that. We haven't been able to get together, but we were trying to have like weekly dates together, her and I, to watch Grey's Anatomy. So she got me, and she got herself a pair too. So we will have matching leggings, but it's got Grey's Anatomy quotes and the team, everybody all over it. Super cute. I cannot wait to wear those. And then also, this has been on my list forever, and I just never picked one up, and she's like, don't pick one up now. So she got me an electric wine set. I cannot open a bottle of wine with just a corkscrew to save my life. I can't. I don't know what it is. I've tried for years and I can just never get it open. So that is going to be awesome. This is the same one. She actually has the same exact one, and I was able to use it at her house, and it is fantastic. This might be on Amazon also, so I'll try to link. These might be from Amazon too, so I will try to find them and link them if I can. And then she knows that I love these Jordan syrups, skinny syrups in my coffee. So she got me the salted caramel mocha. Yum. And then her son, Jake. So she has a 17-year-old, just like I do. And he spends his own money every Christmas and gets my family presents from like his own stash, his money. And he's just so sweet and kind-hearted. And the second he got here, he's like very excited to give his gifts. He didn't even want to open his. He wanted to watch everybody else open theirs first, which was really, really nice to see. But he got me this candle from, I'm pretty sure from Target. Yes, Everspring is a line at Target, and it is lemon and mint, and it smells just like lemon and mint. It smells really, really good. So those are just a few of the things that I received. So I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me a little bit, mainly just watching me get together most of the food for tonight. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. I'm trying to do more like vlog styles for the rest of the year, not just like hey, these are some appetizer recipes. I figured you guys would enjoy maybe hanging out with me and seeing a little bit more of behind the scenes as we get closer and closer to the holidays. So subscribe if you are new. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.